Yo, what's up, guys? SK here, and we got some first Descendant news. It's been a while. You guys know I played in the beta, and I'm not sure if I posted a video of me playing in the beta on here. But I've been following this game for a while. I did stream it as well on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch, by the way. Twitch TV.issomeoneforever. I'll put my link in the description. But yeah, we've got first Descendant news. Feedback that they've actually done some changes based on community feedback, and by their word, it sounds like the changes are actually what people wanted. Like, I'm hyped for this. If they're actually listening to the players just to make sure the game is decent, like I'm really ready for see what they've changed, especially when it comes to actual gameplay. But currently, we don't have any gameplay like that. What we do have, however, is at G-Star last month, they did have console demonstrations for PS5, which means the console version for PS5 should be up and ready. And as long as these changes get put in, we should all be fine. We should be getting a release hopefully soon. Let's go ahead and check these feedbacks out. So first above all, we're truly surprised how many suggestions we've got through the channels during the during and after the beta test. That's on Discord, by the way. You guys can get on their Discord if you haven't already. Other than optimization, which we're already working on with high priority, we've got feedbacks about jumping, motion, reloading, grappling hook, etc. Our development team is working to improve movement motions as well as overall quality of the first Descendant. We're also aware of the inconvenience coming from the absence of loadouts, okay? And we're developing a way to improve the UI, or the UX, sorry, so that the Descendants can set up their equipment in an easier way. That was one of my biggest things. I did not like the fact that we couldn't just have loadouts. We had to go through and like re-equip everything ourselves. And it was kind of just a drag after that when it comes to so many games already having loadouts. Now the next thing, improvements to come based on feedbacks. So overall grappling hook improvement. That's one of the biggest ones a lot of players had an issue with. The grappling hook is probably the one thing that's like a core of the game when it comes to movement, and it needs to feel like a decent grappling hook, like Pathfinder's grappling hook from Apex Legends. People want to feel that style grappling. They want to feel, like they say in the second bullet point, applying inertia to the grappling hook motion. It needs to be done. There's no reason you should be going straight to the point and then stopping, dead stop. That's like PS2 gameplay, to be honest. Next is character and balance, skill balancing. I did feel like the bunny character, the one that they use for the loading screen, I mean the title screen for this, actually, I feel like she was massively overpowered because of her movement. I mean, that's going to be a character that everybody plays, to be honest, because movement is going to be a thing in this game, especially when the maps are so big. Content volume increase and level design improvement. It's a straight shot when it comes to leveling up. Like, you kind of just hit from point to point to point, and that's gonna run out really quickly if people are just grinding it. Especially because the way gamers play now, we grind like for hours at a time. We grind like 10 hours at a time. Plus, like, get those numbers up if you're not grinding 10 hours, bro. No, I'm joking. But we're grinding constantly in these games, and we hit end game within like the first week of the game coming out most of the times. So they have to bring out enough content to keep us busy. Item system and item modifying, forging and customizing. Now, when it came to that, I didn't have any issues with the current item system. I'm seeing what people talking about forging, like you'd be able to make your own guns and stuff. I did like the fact that people came up with that, because I didn't think about a forge system at all. Item system and add perks to higher tier weapons, tier 3 weapons. That's definitely a could be thing that needs to be done. And shooting and combat experience improvement. Yes, along with the grappling hook, the core mechanic of the game is shooting, of course. Like, so it has to feel good. It has to work right. And the game, it felt like every other game when it came to shooting. Like, it feels like you're playing every other FPS that's out there. Like, yes, there's skills that make things look different, and there's damage multipliers and damage modifiers because of adding on, you know, fire or ice to your weapon and stuff based on your character. But if that's all that we've got, then it's just another FPS or third person shooter rather. The next bulletin is development, direction, and milestone. First of all, the dev team and everyone who are involved have aligned to launch after making the first Descendant a high quality game. Making the first Descendant a high quality game, sorry. We acknowledge that as much good attention we got from the Steam beta, there is much more feedbacks for improvements, so the dev team will do our best to apply the feedback and improve the game. Additionally, we plan to support multi-platforms at launching stage. Wow, that's amazing. Along with crossplay, the players can enjoy the game as a single build globally on multiple platforms. And as an online service game, we deliver constant updates, so we hope for your continuous attention and feedbacks. And that's the end of the notes. This game could be as big as Warframe. I'm not gonna lie. If they focus on making the leveling not so obnoxious and making it to where we have content constantly, this game could be as big as Warframe. But like I said, the main things they need to really fix are the core things in the gameplay. The shooting, first of all, does not have to, it shouldn't feel like everything else. Warframe stood aside because it had, you know, the whole ninjas in space experience. You could fly off of walls and shoot. You could like jump around and shoot. You can do everything you can while shooting. So they kind of got to step it up, because in this, you just run and shoot. That's really all it is. And that's every other third person shooter that's out there currently. You just run and shoot. So you've got to step it up. Warframe is kind of the top game when it comes to the looter shooter right now. That when it comes to the community, the population, it's all on Warframe. Like that's where all eyes are at. The grappling hook is definitely going to be something they need to work on as well, like I said, because it is a part of the game and it should feel better than just a point-to-point experience. Because once you grapple, you can't make another movement after that. So you're kind of just stuck falling and shooting if you can shoot. Like if you haven't spent all your bullets, and you just grapple and you're kind of just stuck in that spot motion, falling directly down from where you grapple to. So like also climbing, I feel like climbing motion should be added in. So if you get onto a ledge or like you grapple to a ledge or something, you can just climb up on top. So maybe that's something they can work on. I don't know if they'll do it, but who knows? Anyway, that's pretty much it for this first Descendant video. I'm super hyped for this game, but we don't know when the release is currently. Hopefully we get a release date soon. Like they said, they're going to be applying feedback and improving the game so they can release it all at once on multiple platforms. So just got to take their word for it at this point. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's been SK. Peace out.